Hi everyone. So I am going to cover this mandala art today since Navratris are going on. So I am going to cover this beautiful mandala art of Maa Durga today. Now I have drawn this on A5 size sheet. So I'm going to use the same measurements on A4 size today. And the material that we will need is of course a sketchbook and all the mandala material that we will be needing. So we need a compass, we need scale, we need pen, black and red, and a protractor for the measurements. So let's get started. Now in this art, I have drawn eyes and this portion of Maa Durga. So I'm going to draw this first and then we will draw this semi-mandala. You will need a pencil as well to sketch the eyes, the nose, everything. So first thing is to find the center of your sheet, whatever sheet you are using. I'm using A4 size, but this work is on A5 size, so you can use whatever is available. Just find out the center of your sheet, measure vertically and horizontal. Draw a line because we'll draw half half, and also draw a line like this. Okay. So first I'm going to draw those big eyes and the nose part. Now to draw the eyes, just somewhere in the middle, draw a line so that both the eyes are in alignment. No particular measurement, you can just, this is like 5 centimeter away from the center. So you can also do that and two lines for nose alignment. Just sketch the eyes going towards, going upward. Just roughly sketch and then later you can correct. Use your scale to check the alignment. If something is off, you can just correct it. So 2 points which I want to check for eyes are first this upward going curve and where I have ended. So this side is little bit low. I'll make the correction. Now we draw the nose. So nose, if you see in this work, it's like starts from somewhere here and go above the eyes for that bindi and the makeup around the nose. So we do the same thing. Just follow the eyes part. Okay. Before that, we will draw eyebrows first. Just keep on matching like this for the correct alignment. Just roughly draw everything and then with the pen you can make it look better. Okay, now let's do the nose. A little bit away from eyes. Don't make a very big nose. When you come down here, you have to reduce the gap between the line. Draw nose like this with very light hands, the curve, and then join here. Here also there will be a round curve at the tip of the nose. Draw two circles for your eyeballs. Here one circle. We'll do it later. We're just sketching everything. A moon shape here. And the third eye. Now we'll very quickly sketch this, and I am going to use a fine liner from Bistro 0.5 to sketch everything nicely, and then we move to the coloring part. Don't make bold lines to start with. Just keep them nice and thin. So this is almost done. Now for the Pika here, I'll use compass because I want a nice round circle. If you have stencil, you can use stencil. And we are also going to draw a nose ring using compass. Now I'm first going to erase everything, all the pencil marks, and then we will bold some of the parts and use red sketch pen to color red. So I'll just do it on one side, and same thing needs to be done on the other eye. So I'm just erasing one side of it. You can use any regular eraser. So let's first bold the parts which we want to be like highlighted, like eyes and this portion eyebrows. So just need to fill the color. Make the upper and lower portion of eyes bold and do it from inside, not outside of the line, like this. Just make it bold here and then reduce the gap when you reach towards the end of the eye. Same thing we do towards the lower portion. Draw this line first and then fill the color. You just need to repeat the same technique for the left eye, so I'm not doing it right now. Don't make it too bold, okay? Make it visibly bold but not too bold. Now for the watery eyes, just put two circles at the bottom, one a bigger and a smaller one like this, and then color the rest of the eye. You can use any other bold pen, sketch pen to color the areas which are bigger. If you don't want to use a fine liner, you can use gel pen. Just leave both the circles and fill the color everywhere else inside the eyeball. Okay, so this is how your eye will look once it is done. Repeat the same over here. Same thing here, we'll just draw one small dot or circle in the center and fill the color. And now I'm going to use red sketch pen. This is a regular red sketch pen that I'm using. This is from Camel. Just fill the color here. This is the color of Maa Durga and festivals. You can use brush pen also if you have, but I think this gives a better hold. You can control it more because of the nib. And add two dots here. Now just around the nose to inside, draw this line. And you can later on make it little bit bold, not here, but on the top, like this. Just come back, make it little bold, and add some dots. Okay, so you just need to repeat the same on the other side and complete it. Towards the nose ring, again, let's add some red circles. So this completes the eyes and the basically the forehead of this design. Now I'm going to cover the mandala part, okay, the semi mandala that I have drawn. So for this we need to draw the grid. So you need your compass, you need your pencil. We'll first draw circles and we start with the outermost circle. Now the circles will be drawn from the center. So this is the center, but in my work I am not exactly drawn from the nose. So we give a little gap, okay. We'll not draw from here, but wherever this nose ring is coming and stopping. So I'll use this as my center. So measure it. You can use your scale also and just put one dot because I don't want to cover this portion in mandala design. So you can just put a dot or maybe draw just a line. Now our outermost circle is going to be 7 centimeter. You can measure with your scale. First draw outermost circle. This is 7 centimeter. This is my center. Then you draw the innermost circle and innermost circle is 2 centimeters. So again we measure with scale 2 centimeters. Draw the innermost circle and rest all the circles. I'm going to draw 1 centimeter apart. So keep your scale like this, okay, between 2 and 7 centimeter and put the dots at 1 centimeter apart, which means we are going to draw 4 more circles. Just put the dots and draw concentric circles. Now next step is to draw the grid lines. Without grid lines, we will not get balance and symmetry and we will not be able to draw good nice patterns. So I'm going to use this protractor, keep it right here in the center, put the dots at a distance of 10 degrees. So start from here and put the dots. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 like this. Just put all the dots. You can use any protractor, whatever you have. You might, if you don't have this, you can use the one whatever is available, the 360-degree protractor. Now join all the lines with the center, but you can leave the center. Don't draw lines here because we'll color. So we don't need any lines in the center. So this is how you prepare the mandala grid. You can also do or draw details which are freehand, but with the grid it is always better. You come up with better designs, better balance, and it looks much symmetrical and pleasing to eyes. Okay, so this is done. Our grade is ready. Now I'm going to use the same pen, same fine liner I'm going to use 0.5 from Bistro to draw everything. I might change patterns. Let's see if I can keep the same. Now we start with drawing round scallop shapes. Simple and easy. Just follow your grid. Draw between three lines. Focus and keep your hand in a much comfortable position. Just keep revolving your sketchbook. Move your sketchbook and don't move your hand alone. Now we draw the second petal shape which I have drawn over here. It's a leaf shape. On top of your scallop shape, just draw a leaf shape. Now here I'm going to skip one circle and I will probably end here. So we draw like this. Again drawing between three lines. Now you can control your hand. Put little bit of pressure with your hand so that you get a better flow. And last again it's a leaf shape. So again we are going to draw on top of this between three lines. Like this. Automatically this last one is will become little bit bold or big, wide because now we are moving towards the end of our circles which are higher in radius. And here only one side. Now I'm going to draw all the circles, the center circle and the outermost circle, the way I have done in my design. So I'm using this universal compass from Naked India because I can very easily fit my pen in this compass. And we also draw this line only where I have my circle. Now let's draw the patterns. So first pattern is just coloring. You repeat the shape and fill the color. You just need to repeat the same pattern in the entire circle. So I will draw all the patterns maybe once or twice because you just need to repeat them. This is simple and easy. Now second, start with the double layering. So draw the same shape again inside each petal before you draw the pattern. Now for pattern, we start from left, we go towards right and we draw the teardrop shapes. So 1, 2 and fill the negative spaces with color. Whatever is left outside is negative space. You fill that with color so that your pattern is nicely visible and actually pops out and repeat the pattern. Now moving towards the last petal shape. So here we are first going to draw something in this reverse triangle. Okay. Start from the center and draw two teardrops falling outside. Now repeat the shape of this petal. Now we repeat it one more time, but this time we are going to give a gap because I'm going to draw these circles. So you can put a dot, three dots, triangular shaped dots, and join them with the same shape. Now between these two we draw circles, but here I'll draw a teardrop and then followed by big circles. Two or three, whatever you can fit, and fill the negative space. Repeat the circles on the left side. Repeat the shape one more time here and fill the. And in the last reverse triangle, we repeat the same teardrop shape falling out like this. Draw a line and a dot. Fill all the negative space. You can add lines and dots like this wherever you want. This will add a good texture. And in the center, use your sketch pen, brush pen, whatever you have, and fill the color. Once everything is done, use eraser and erase all the grid lines. Now when you are erasing grid lines, don't pressure your hand too much. Don't give force with your hand because you might end up erasing or uh, lightening your black pen. So do it with a very, very light hand. Okay, so that you don't end up spoiling your work. So do it with a very light hand. ऐसे ऐसे नहीं करना है बिल्कुल दबा दबा के इरेजर को. Okay, so with this we finish this live session and I hope you loved and enjoyed it. Do draw this and you can always show your work on my Instagram. You can just DM me and show me whatever you have drawn. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.